Hello, thanks for joining me for another VR video. I thought it's about time I went round an American circuit in an American muscle car. So we're going around Road America in a '69 Chevy Camaro. This is the Z Trans Am, which has about 400 horsepower, a big V8 and no driver aids whatsoever. So this should be fun. We've got some nice murky weather as well to go with our impending death. Here we go. A bit sluggish off the line, I think it's just wheel spin, but once the grip's there, she takes off in a straight line like a bat out of hell. And then the Ferrari's getting a bit out of shape.
Right side. Still on your right.
Just going to try and squeeze my way up the outside.
You're clear.
Head down to toward the next corner. Try and hopefully I'll get the run on them, because there's a straight after this bit. Oh, we've got a little bit of oversteer, correctable though. This is a big heavy car with lots and lots of power, so it's a little bit tricky to get through the corners, but once you're on a straight like this, it's just a joy. So I'm in second place already, which is good for me. Getting the brakes. I think Ferrari's coming back through again, having a look, that's no problem. I'll just let him do his thing. He demolishes the track furniture. And I'll just get the run on him out the corner. Back around this left-hander, which is blind. And the Ferrari's still there. He sort of rammed me into the apex. But this thing's made of pig iron, and that's not. So I'm going to win in that contest. Following the leader. Into a tight left-hander, which then goes into a long, sweeping right. Just got to feel for where the grip is, be patient, just wait. Just wait. I'm gaining on him ever so slightly, but there's the grip, power down. Now this next corner is one which I have a lot of problems with. I can't take the same line as the AI. I've got to slow it right back. Heading down this next straight into another tight right. Nice and gentle on the accelerator. Got to be so careful, otherwise I'll get massive amounts of uncontrollable oversteer. What I have found with this car though, it's fairly stable. I can change gear halfway through a corner, which isn't good race practice, but I can get away with it in this. So more supercars would get upset by that kind of action. Back up the start-finish straight, which is ever so long. Should I have a look? I don't think I should. I'll end up in the trees on the other side of this corner if I committed to that. So I'm just going to have to follow on and see if I can get the run on him out of this corner. Power. That Ferrari's looking mighty close, but then when we get onto the straight we start to gain. There's no mirrors on this car, unfortunately, apart from the rear view. Right, back on the brakes, down for this very tight left. Let's try and keep that Ferrari out of our inside. Back on the brakes again for the next blind left. Again, I'm tucking the car in nice and early to try and stop that Ferrari from making a move. And I got a penalty for some blooming reason. Well, it's not a penalty, it's just a warning at this point, but I'm going to power on, but I'm going to go through this next corner nice and slow to try and get rid of it. Take it nice and easy. Again, tuck into the apex to stop the Ferrari. Nice and slow, just waiting for the grip before I can put my foot back down. I've got to get myself nice and close to the lead car before I can even try and make a move, so it's not going to happen here. I don't doubt very much whether it's going to happen on this lap, but I'm just going to try down the gears, try and get through the corners nice and fast, get a good exit speed, and hopefully gain the ground there. Go through this corner pretty quickly. I'm still trying to feel my way through this course with this car. I don't quite know where its limits are, or even what it's capable of. But I know certainly back there, I can probably do that faster. Okay, coming back down the start-finish straight. Maximum attack. Not quite sure what this car's top speed is. But we're still accelerating. Before we've got to put the anchors on. Get through this first corner. Down this mini straight. Before hitting the brakes again for the next right-hander. Now if I can get a run on him through this corner, nice and gentle, nice and smooth with the accelerate on the way out and try and gain some ground down here, but yeah, it's not working this time around. I think he came through the corner just as quick. Old Ed Mass. There's a bump back there which just upsets the car, so I'm trying to get on the brakes just after the bump because I don't want to be going over it, get all out of shape. And every time I come to this section of the course, all I can hear is that Ferrari behind me catching up. Try and get through this little sweeping right without going off track. And then back on the brakes through this left, get on the apex. Oh, I managed to put it into neutral there, I think. Sweeping around this corner, waiting for the grip, just being patient before I can put my boot down. The noise this car makes is blooming lovely. I've got a run on him here. I'm going to try. I think I'm going to try.
Brilliant second sector. That's the best time so far.
I'm not sure if I'm close enough, but I'm going to try on this corner.
Too wide.
I'm just going to stick my car up alongside him and then take the inside, and hopefully I'll get a good run out. Yep, I'm through. Okay, now the real test comes because I'm up in front, which means this is where I've got to start paying attention to the track and looking ahead rather than relying on the car in front to guide my line, which I shouldn't do, but I do. It's a habit I'm trying to get out of. Back up the start-finish straight into lap 4.
The new personal best. Great job.
I haven't actually been in first place in a race for quite a while. Okay, turn 1. Easy through the apex, although I'm wide and I duffed the gear change up. Allowed the yellow car behind me to catch up a little bit, so let's try and get a good run out of this corner.
2 lengths behind.
Oh, a little bit too soft through there, but knowing that Ed Mass behind me is exactly the same car as this one, it's capable of exactly the same straight line speed. I can't rely on the straights now to get me sufficient distance away. I've got to do it in the corners. Now a little lock up there over that bump. Ah, and he's trying to push his way up. No, that's the Ferrari. That's the cheeky Ferrari, which is obviously can outbrake everyone in the field. Here we go again. I'm going to come in nice and tight to try and stop him from coming through, but I think he's tucked in now in 3rd place. I try and make my way through these gentle curves before hitting the brakes for this fairly tight left. Down to 1st. Nice and gentle on the exit and back on the power before I've just got to hold the accelerator, trying to keep the car on the road before I can do this. Get the power down. Now can I get through this corner without running wide with a sufficient speed? I don't think I can. I'm going to run wide on the grass, but that's okay if I can just hold it in a straight line. Dear dear.
2 lengths back.
And the yellow's right at my chuff now. So I'm going to try and defend my position, and if I can keep the inside line I might be able to do exactly the same as I did on the last lap and just keep in front.
Clear now.
Which is good. Now I know I can go through this section faster, so I'm just going to send it. No brakes, just on the gas. Into the last corner of this lap. Try and get through that apex and then back up the straight. Right, last lap now. Got to try and keep my wits about me and just not mess it up.
Keep defending your place. You can take the win.
Let's get it slowed down. I'm going to try and carry a little bit more speed through here. A little bit. That's okay. On the gas. Trying to concentrate on what I'm doing in the apex is more. And trail brake into the apex a little bit and get on the accelerator nice and gently on the exit to try and keep the car in a straight line, or rather keep it from spinning. Pleasantly surprised with the brakes on this, because it doesn't have ABS obviously, but because it's such a big lumping thing, it's actually pretty stable under braking. I'm just aware of this yellow dot moving around in my rearview mirror. Okay, now, oh no, I've gone wide. I've gone really wide. Oh dear, this might give Ed a bit of a chance. Yes, and he's taken it. Can I stay with him? And if I can stay close enough, probably not this close, but close enough, I might be able to get him on the right-hander that I originally overtook him on. Oh no, I've missed the apex completely and I've gone really wide. This is going to cost me. Back on the tarmac. Just gun it down as fast as I can. I'm going to try and brake a little later. And this Ferrari's looking now. He's looking up the inside, so I'm just going to take it in shallow, which is going to leave me wide on the exit. No, you cheeky bugger. Piss off. That's mine. Second place is mine. Get out of the way.
Clear.
I've managed to hold on to second at least. I'm not going to get first back in this time, but I can hold on to second. And back up the straight. That was a fairly intense race. This is a pretty tricky car to drive actually, but it's good fun. So second place, that's not too bad from 6th. I'm happy with that. Would have liked first, but it just didn't work out that way. Anyway, if you've got this far into this video, thanks very much for watching, and join me next time for even more rubbish driving.